nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.
The corporate apologists out there that accuse me of being a little hard on Jar Jar Abrams will just have to sit through another video or ignore another one, because here it comes. Now, I am inspired to start a new playlist and probably a new video series called This Week in Disney Schadenfreude. And I have a couple choices this morning. One is very dark. Did Bob Iger enable Harvey Weinstein? That will be a video for later today, and I'm probably going to give that to Geeks and Gamers if they want it, because I do owe them a video. So let's start out with some lighter fare this morning. From Esquire, Star Wars fans caught that Disney accidentally posted a huge Rey spoiler on its website. This seems to confirm the truth about Dark Rey in The Rise of Skywalker. Well, it's confirming a truth that we all know. If your Star Wars knowledge is pre-2015, you probably could have figured out that Rey is led into some area that is filled with the dark side of the Force, and she sees a vision of herself, kind of like Luke did in Empire Strikes Back, and kind of like what Rey did in The Last Jedi, which was the most applicable scene to her character in the entire series, where she saw multiple reflections of herself. How very millennial of millennial Star Wars. After Disney released a new trailer for The Rise of Skywalker at their D23 convention last week, you know, the very stale, dry, corporate D23 conference that sucks the soul out of everything we love, the once heroic Rey, that is a stretch, appears at the end of the trailer holding a red lightsaber with two blades. And this reminds me of a tweet that I saw from Andy from the UK, and my favorite part about this is the little twitch up from the bottle opener at the end right here. That is just attention to detail that cannot go unrecognized. So we'll go back a little bit here. The once heroic Rey appears at the end of the trailer holding a red lightsaber with two blades, nonetheless provoking both outrage and excitement and cringe from fans of the iconic franchise. Jar Jar Abrams is known for delivering big misdirection in the promotional campaigns for his films. Remember when Finn, not Rey, wielded the lightsaber in the original poster for The Force Awakens? Yes, now that you mention it, I do remember. And I also remember that I forgot because it was meaningless in the film. But what he is also known for is forgettable, superficial spectacle. Kind of like with this picture with over 100 Class I Star Destroyers, which each hold 46,785 people, meaning there is 4,678,500 people in the sky for this picture. Where in the hell did they get that many people? How did they pay that many people? But it doesn't matter, because it was for the trailer, and it will be a completely meaningless scene in a completely meaningless film. Obviously, the director wants us to duke it out and build up a feverish anticipation for the big finale to the decades-long Skywalker saga. Can we put a rest to the end of the Skywalker saga? There have been no Skywalkers in this new trilogy. It is just tagged on at the end. The only impactful thing we've seen any Skywalkers do is we saw one fly like Mary Poppins, and we saw the other one drink milk out of a boobie and try to kill his nephew over a bad dream. But fans may have already ruined the big... Oh, fans! Fans! How did fans ruin this? No, Jar Jar and Rian Johnson ruined everything. Don't blame the fans. How could you possibly blame the fans? And then I remembered you are the Access Media, so of course you're going to blame the fans. Thank you for giving me a title for this video, you shills. The potential leaked info is based off a small detail that was posted and then revised on the Star Wars website. So you're admitting that the people who are professionals who are posting stuff on the Star Wars website who work for Disney, not the fans. As some users on Reddit have posted, StarWars.com referred to Dark Rey as a vision. Yep, and if you know anything about Star Wars, you know the franchise has a long history of nightmarish visions, many of which, in fact, rarely turn out to be true, especially in a Jar Jar Abrams and Rian Johnson film. And let's not forget that Esquire is actually reporting on this spoiler. So who's ruining it? Well, I am too, but I don't care. And here is what StarWars.com posted. Number 5, and the new footage raised so many questions following a striking montage, no, a pathetic montage of scenes clipped for the other saga films to give us member berries. The unmistakable voice of Mark Hamill could be heard over the striking new scenes. We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now because you are the key to everything. But this is your fight. No, this is the Fandom Menace's fight. The wise words were also part of the first trailer for the film, but the new footage included a moment where Rey appears to toss a fully ignited lightsaber, and of course the vision of Rey with a reticulated red blade was nothing short of thrilling, no, cringe-inducing. The site has since revised the portion of the blog post, and you can't unmake the soup, StarWars.com. It now reads as following. But the new footage, including a moment where Rey appears to toss a fully ignited lightsaber, and of course the sight of Rey with a reticulated red blade, was nothing short of thrilling. The word vision was replaced by sight, which confirms the spoiler. It was stupid. They didn't need to do that. They just could have left it there and not acknowledged it, and it still would have left it in question. By replacing it, you confirm the spoiler, and I think the Access Media will come to the same conclusion here. That seems like a pretty big blooper to me. If Disney/Lucasfilm wanted us to believe that Dark Rey was a vision, it's an odd choice to use that word and then change it. Same goes the other way around. In either case, it's clear that the blog post used the word that it shouldn't have. It's up to the reader to decide what exactly this may mean for the reality of Derp Rey in the new film. And that's what I'm going to call it from now on, Derp Rey. But to me, it seems like Disney really boned it on this one. You heard it here first. Derp Rey is fake as Luke Skywalker's right hand. Well, you didn't exactly hear it here first. I heard it from many people prior to you, Esquire. Well, there you have it. The Access Media blaming fans for the Derp Rey spoiler. And this is very typical, and we will be seeing a lot of this in the coming months as we lead up to the rise of Skywalker and the end of Star Wars moving forward. We will now go firmly into the past. They will go into pockets of the Star Wars universe and try to exploit that as much as possible during the streaming wars, which Disney needs to win. They are in massive debt, but they have had a horrible week. Reports of them cooking the books, Bob Iger being connected to Harvey Weinstein, the lackluster performance at D23. And I'll be nice about this one, the very tepid response from the fandom over the D23 footage. People are on to Jar Jar Abrams. Unfortunately, the Access Media and Hollywood either aren't or they want to continue the lie. That is bad reboot, Jar Jar Abrams, and everybody associated with him, which now stretches to Warner Brothers, CBS, within Star Trek and Alex Klutzman. You've heard it here quite a bit on this channel, my criticisms of Star Trek, and they are the exact same as my criticisms of Star Wars, because the same people are involved, which led to the rise of the Fandom Menace. A group of individuals united in the principle of respecting the fan. A very astute group of individuals who, again, can see through the BS that Jar Jar Abrams, bad reboot, and his ilk are laying out for us. The Dark Rey or Derp Rey quote-unquote spoiler doesn't spoil anything. It just confirms what we already knew. It's a meaningless scene that's going to be within a meaningless film. Probably a hybrid between an Alias episode and Return of the Jedi. And it will just dispose of more legacy characters. You know, the ones we actually wanted to see. And it will be Disney just getting this new trilogy over with so they can play around in the past and hopefully win back some of those fans. So I guess they didn't want to kill the past just yet. If you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like what you heard, well, thanks for listening this long. See ya in the next video.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.